Let me ask you something real quick. How much money do you have saved up right now? A little? A lot? Maybe a few $1,000s. Cool. Good for you. Seriously. But here's the thing nobody's going to tell you at the bank. That money you're saving, it might be making you poorer. I know, that sounds totally backwards. Saving money is supposed to be the smart move, right? That's what your parents told you. That's what school told you. Put money away. Be responsible. Build a cushion. But what if that advice, the advice everyone swears by, is actually the biggest financial trap of 2026? What if the more you save, the further behind you fall? Stick with me for the next few minutes, because I'm about to show you exactly what's happening to millions of Americans right now. And trust me, once you see this, you can't unsee it. Here's a wild stat for you. The average American has about $8,000 in savings. Sounds decent, right? But here's what nobody talks about. Inflation in 2026 is still eating away at that money every single day. Like, while you sleep, your savings are losing value. Not dramatically, not all at once, just quietly, slowly, like a leak in a tire. Let's say you saved $10,000 last year. Good job. But if inflation ran at 4%, which it did, that $10,000 now buys what $9,600 used to buy. You didn't spend a single dollar, but you lost $400 in real purchasing power just by saving it. And here's where it gets gnarly. This isn't just about inflation. There are actually 3 massive mistakes people make when saving money, and most folks are making all 3 at the same time, without even knowing it. That's what we're breaking down today. Okay, so let's talk about mistake number 1. And this one's gonna sting a little. Most Americans, like the vast majority, keep their savings in a regular bank savings account. You know the one. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, the big guys. Now, let me ask you, what's the interest rate on your savings account right now? Go ahead, take a guess. If you said 0.01%, yeah, that's about right. That means if you've got 10 grand sitting in there, the bank is paying you $1 a year. One single dollar. Meanwhile, and this is the part that'll make your jaw drop, that same bank is taking your money, lending it out to other people, charging them 20%, 25%, sometimes more, and paying you back $1. That's not saving. That's donating to the bank. You're literally letting them borrow your money for almost free, while they get rich off it. Now here's the fix, and it's actually super simple. High-yield savings accounts. You've probably heard of them, but most people never switch. Banks like Marcus, Ally, or SoFi are currently paying between 4% and 5% interest. That's 400 to 500 times more than your regular savings account. Same money, same safety, just way more return. On that same $10,000, instead of $1 a year, you'd earn $400 to $500 every single year without doing anything extra, just by switching accounts. But here's the kicker. Even that isn't enough. And that leads us straight to mistake number 2. All right, so you switched to a high-yield savings account. Smart move. But here's where most people stop. They think, okay, I'm earning 4% now. I'm good. And that's mistake number 2. Confusing saving with building wealth. See, saving and wealth building are not the same thing. Saving is defense. It protects what you have. Wealth building is offense. It multiplies what you have. And in 2026, playing only defense is how you lose the game. Let me hit you with some real numbers. If you put $500 a month into a savings account at 4% interest, after 20 years, you'd have about $183,000. Not bad, right? But if you put that same $500 a month into a basic S&P 500 index fund, historically returning around 10% a year, after 20 years, you'd have over $380,000. That's $200,000 more. Same $500 a month, same 20 years. just a different place to put it. Now I know what some of y'all are thinking, but investing is risky. The market can crash. And yeah, that's real. The market does go up and down. But here's what the wealthy know that most people don't. Time in the market beats timing the market. Every single time. The biggest wealth transfers in American history happened right after market crashes. 2008, 2020, every single time. The people who stayed in or kept buying came out way ahead. The people who panicked and saved their cash, they missed it all. So what's the move? Keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account. That's your emergency fund. That's your safety net. Everything above that? Put it to work. Index funds, ETFs, real assets. Don't just let it sit there collecting dust and losing value. But wait, there's still one more mistake. And honestly, this one might be the most dangerous of all. Okay, here we go. Mistake number 3. And this one hits different because it's not about where you put your money. It's about how you even get to saving in the first place. Here's how most Americans handle their money. They get paid. They pay their bills. They spend on groceries, gas, going out. And then at the end of the month, if anything's left over, they save it. Sound familiar? Here's the problem with that approach. There's never anything left over. Life always finds a way to spend that last little bit. Something breaks. Something comes up. Something looks good on sale. And just like that, zero savings. Again. The wealthy don't do it that way. Not even close. They flip the whole script. Pay yourself first. The second you get paid, before bills, before groceries, before anything, a set amount automatically moves into your investment or savings account. You never even see it. It's just gone. And then you live on what's left. This one shift changes everything. Because you're not relying on willpower anymore. You're relying on a system. And systems beat willpower every single time. Warren Buffett said it best. Do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. Read that again. Spend what is left after saving, not the other way around. So here's how to actually set this up. Step 1. Open a separate high-yield savings account just for your emergency fund. Step 2. Open a brokerage account. Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab, any of the big ones. Step 3. Set up automatic transfers on payday, even if it's just $50. Start small. Build the habit. Increase it over time. The amount matters less than the consistency. Because here's the truth. Someone investing $200 a month for 30 years will almost always end up wealthier than someone saving $1,000 a month with no system. Consistency beats amount every time. Now here's where this whole thing gets really scary. Everything I just told you has always been true. But in 2026, the stakes are higher than ever. Here's what's happening right now that most people aren't paying attention to. The wealth gap in America is at its widest point in over 80 years. The top 1% now holds more wealth than the entire middle class combined. And it's not because rich people work harder. It's because they understand how money actually works. While everyone else is just saving, the wealthy are deploying. Right now, there's a massive transfer of wealth happening in this country. Assets are being bought up, real estate, stocks, businesses, by the people who know the game. And if you're sitting on the sidelines with your cash in a regular savings account, you're watching it happen from the wrong side. This isn't doom and gloom. I'm not trying to stress you out. I'm telling you this because the window to get on the right side of this is still open. But it ain't gonna stay open forever. The people who make moves in the next 12 to 24 months, they're gonna look back on this time as the greatest opportunity of their lives. The people who just kept saving in their regular bank accounts, they're gonna wonder what happened. Okay, so here's the good news. The fix is actually not that complicated. I call it the 3-bucket system. And once you set this up, your money basically runs itself. Bucket 1, the safety net. 3 to 6 months of expenses, period. Keep this in a high-yield savings account. This is your don't touch unless the world is ending money. Job loss, medical emergency, car falls apart. This bucket exists so you never have to panic sell your investments. Bucket 2, the wealth builder. This is where the magic happens. Anything above your emergency fund goes here. Index funds, ETFs, Roth IRA, 401k if your employer matches. Always take the match. Always. That's free money. Never leave free money on the table. This bucket grows while you sleep. This is how wealth actually happens.
Bucket 3, the living account. This is what you spend day to day. Rent, food, Netflix, nights out, all of it. But here's the key. This is what's left after buckets 1 and 2 are filled. Not the other way around. You fill the important buckets first, then you live on what's left. Simple? Yes. Easy to set up? Absolutely. Will most people actually do it? Probably not. And that's exactly why the gap between the wealthy and everyone else keeps getting bigger.
Look, I'm not here to tell you that saving money is bad. Saving money is smart, it's responsible, it's necessary. But saving money the wrong way, in the wrong place, without a system, without a plan, that's what's quietly destroying most people's shot at real wealth. And the crazy part? It's not your fault. Nobody taught us this stuff in school. The system wasn't built to make you wealthy. It was built to make you comfortable enough not to ask questions. But now you know. And knowing is where it all starts.
So here's your homework. Seriously, do this today. Number 1, check what interest rate your savings account is paying right now. If it's under 3%, switch to a high-yield account this week. Number 2, set up even a small automatic transfer to an investment account on your next payday. Even $25. Just start. Number 3, share this video with one person in your life who needs to hear it. Because the biggest mistake of all is knowing this stuff and doing nothing. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button. It actually helps more people find this. And if you want to know exactly how the wealthy use debt to build even more wealth, while regular folks use debt to stay broke, that video is up next, and it's gonna blow your mind. I'll see you there.